everybody, it's your girl Shaving J coming to you with a video. And this video is basically going to be for college students. It's going to be entitled Things I Wish I Knew Before Entering College. And I have like 6 points or something like that, nothing much, but I think that these little pointers will help kids, students entering college, because these are some things that I didn't know. Even though I had an older sister, there were still things that I wish I would have known before entering college. Okay. So my first point is, don't buy books from the campus bookstore. Most of the time, I think all universities have a campus bookstore, and then some colleges have an off-campus bookstore. Don't buy books from the college bookstore, because they're gonna charge you the highest price they can charge you for a book. You can just go online to like Amazon or Chegg and get the book for way cheaper, or rent the book for like 50 cents or $9. If you buy your books from the bookstore, they're gonna charge you like maybe $120 if it's a new book. You're gonna be out of like $120 to $200. If it's a used book, you're still gonna be out of money, like $70 or whatever. But if you do choose to buy your books from the bookstore, buy the rented books, where you can like use the book from August to December, and it'll be like way cheaper as well. It'll probably be the amount will probably be higher than what you will pay if you rented the same book from online, but it'll still be cheaper. It'll be like $10, $20 or something like that, give or take how old the book is. So I would suggest buying books from the campus bookstore. Another way you can buy books, like I said, Amazon, Chegg, any other book website, any website where you can rent books. And then most of the time, college universities have communities. Like on Facebook, you'll have a college community for your college, or on Twitter, you'll have your university have a Twitter page where everybody from the university is following their page. Or Instagram, they'll be doing the same thing. And so what I would suggest is you post on Twitter or Instagram and add your university's community name, and ask around. Like, ask them if they have this book, or ask them if they have that book, and how much they'll charge you for that book. And trust me, there are upperclassmen who have those books, because everybody has to take the same gen ed classes. And just because they're gen eds doesn't mean you don't have to buy books. You do have to buy books for gen ed classes. So just post within those little communities, your university communities, on the social websites, and I guarantee you will get books for way cheaper. So that's an alternative. The internet and classmates from posting on social communities. And my second point with that is, even though I wouldn't buy a book from the campus bookstore does have some use. You can look online at your university bookstore, and type in your CRN and the class number, and your teacher will pop up, and it'll tell you what book you need for their class before you even start school. The good thing to that is you already know what books you need. But the downfall to that is sometimes the professors switch books and they don't use those books. So while you can go online and look up the books that you do need, I would suggest that you email your professor and ask them that if that's the definite book that you need for that class, because they may change the book. So that's a good thing about the bookstore. Even though the prices will be higher, you already know what books you need, and you can go ahead and purchase those books before class starts. My third point is financial aid. Okay, your financial aid may cover summer school payments in case you need or want to take classes over the summer. So, everybody knows you have to fill out the FAFSA before entering college. That's how you get your financial aid. Duh. So with your financial aid, it covers the spring semester, the fall semester, the spring semester, and sometimes it covers the summer semester. I didn't know that. I just recently found it out last year, and I'm a junior now. So, excuse me. Definitely call your bursar's office, or whatever office you have to call to ensure that you're able to go to summer school. Because I know I don't have money for summer school. I'm not working. I'm a broke college student. So, that financial aid will really come in handy for me. So make sure you call your bursar's office around May or April or whenever you meet with your advisor to set up your classes for the next year, and make sure you're able to take summer classes, and definitely ask them how many hours you're able to take, because they will cover that. So summer school is a go for you if you don't have the money. In addition to that, if you want to finish school on time, then you do have to go to summer school, but that's only if you have grades to make up or you're not taking 15 hours a semester. I'm sorry, I'm looking down. I'm looking at the paper. Okay, so what I mean by that is, if you want to finish school on time, you may have to go to summer school, most likely. The only way you won't have to go to summer school is if you take 15 hours a semester and you actually pass both semesters that you took those 15 hours. Okay, that's the only reason you won't have to go to summer school. And you will have to take these 15 hours each semester, and you have to pass each semester. Like, you can't fail a class. That's the only reason you wouldn't have to go to summer school. The only reason that you would graduate on time within your 4-year period without graduating over the summer. I hope you get that. But if you don't want to take on the full load of 15 hours, which is 5 classes, like I did, I took 12 hours a semester. And if you want to just take those 4 classes, which is really, really easy, it's a really easy schedule. It's a very versatile schedule, I mean. And it's really not a lot of work if you're taking 12 hours. But if you wanted to take 12 hours, you can take 12 hours a semester and then take 2 classes over the summer. And then that'll give you that'll make up for the 12 hours that you took, because it'll equal to your 15 hours once you take it over the summer. Hopefully you get that. But another way you can go to summer school is another way you can graduate on time without taking the 15 hours, or an alternative to that is if you take 15 hours a semester and you pass those classes. This is consistent. Every year you're going to college. All your 4 years in college, you take 15 hours a semester and you pass all those classes that you take, and then over the summer you just like, oh well, I'm just gonna take 2 classes, or I'm just gonna take 1 class. You'll probably graduate earlier than your expected graduation date, because you're passing all your classes, and in addition to that, you're going to summer school. So that's a good thing. But that just kind of seems like a lot. But if that's what you want to do it. Another point that I have on here is, C's do get degrees, but they don't look good on your GPA. C's are ugly, just plain and simple. C's are ugly, and I hate getting C's, and you should too, because it really doesn't do anything for your GPA. Like, if you've been going to school for like 2 years and you're like, okay, I need to get my GPA up, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. You have a 2.52. Let's say you have a 2.52 GPA. So it's okay this semester. I'm gonna do good. I'm trying to make the dean's list. I'm trying to get all A's and B's. Book to book. Okay, you start off with a 2.52. You do your semester. You do all your work. You do okay. You make 2 A's, 1 B, and you make a C. Okay. Let me tell you the odds of what your GPA could be if you hadn't made that C. If you make your 2 A's, your 1 B, and your 1 C, you'll probably get like a 2.67. And you start off with a 2.52. But your goal was like a 2.9. But if you make 2 A's, if you make 2 A's and 2 B's, you'll probably go up to like a 2.8 or something like that. And it may not seem like a really boost, but that C really brung you down. Like, it really didn't do anything for your GPA. So what you plan to do next semester, you can't do it now because your C messed you up. So I would say strive to get A's and B's. And in college, to be honest, it's really not hard to get an A and B. You just have to do your work. You just have to study. So strive to get A's and B's. C's do get degrees, but they don't look good on your GPA. And let's be honest, when you graduate and the person you're applying for, your employer, he looks at your transcript and he sees that you have C's in your major, and then this other guy has A's and B's in the major. he's going to pick the guy with the A's and B's because you apparently don't know what you're doing because you're making C's in the major, which is 1 grade away from a D. Get it together and make A's and B's, boys and girls. Stay in school. Don't be a fool. Ooh! I rhyme. Y'all heard that? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Back on track. I hope I'm not going too fast, but in any event, if I do, I record over. Okay, so my last point is networking / building your brand. Networking and building your brand is so extremely important in college. And if you're going to the right college, they will stress this from your first day of college. Speaking of your first day of college, you have to market yourself from the first day you step on campus. What I recommend is being on a dorm. Even if you're in your hometown, and you're going to, even if you're in your hometown, you're going to your hometown university, stay on a dorm. Of course, if you go out of town, you have to stay on a dorm, but if you're in your hometown, stay on a dorm as well, because that's going to open many doors for you. You're going to get to socialize, you're going to get to network. Excuse me, you're going to get to know people that you wouldn't know if you were a commuter student. Okay, so this is how you bring yourself from the first day you step on campus. The first day, you move into your dorm or whatever. School usually starts on a Saturday. People usually move in their dorms around Thursday or so. Okay, so you're moving in your dorm or whatever. Get to know your roommate. Be cool with your roommate. Trust me, your roommate knows somebody. Okay, and stay in a co-ed dorm where you can talk to the boys and the girls. They usually have little events within each dormitory for the students. So go to those events, get to know those people, socialize, bring yourself, network, let them know what you're trying to go to college and do. They're probably going to college to do the same thing. Y'all can link up. Y'all can do some things. Okay? Also, on the very first day of classes, which is on a Monday, they have all these type of booths set up for you. Different organizations, different Greeks, like everything. Everything you need to know, everything you want to know about college, you'll get to know that first day. So go around to those different booths. Even if you look at a booth and you're like, I don't think I want to do that. Go to that booth anyway and get to know these people. Socialize with them. Tell them what you're trying to do. Tell them your 4-year plan. And once you open up and you be social, everybody's going to get to know you. And they're going to be like, oh, she cool. They're going to get to know you. Y'all going to become friends. And y'all in college. Y'all in college to better yourselves. To make a better world when you graduate from college. So trust me, they pretty much have the same thing in mind as you do. So go to these different booths, talk to these different organizations, and they're going to get to know you. You're going to get to know them, and you're going to be sociable. You're going to market yourself. You're going to bring yourself. Okay? So do that. Join organizations that match your major early on so you have a better chance in becoming an officer or on the executive board. When you first enter college, some people may not know what their major is going to be, but I knew what mine was going to be. So if you know what your major is going to be your freshman year, go ahead and look up different organizations for your major. And when you do that, I would say just keep a lookout for them. Like if you're an accounting major, look for accounting organizations or business organizations. And since you're a freshman, just kind of scope the organization out. See what they're doing. Seeing if what they're doing is for the greater good. Seeing if what they're doing matches what you're trying to do, what you want to do. Okay, once you do that, your sophomore year, you need to join this organization. This organization that has to do with your major. Okay, and this organization will open many doors for you. You will get to do internships, meet people that are in your job. You will get to network with people around the area. So when you graduate or when you get up in your career and you're looking for letters of recommendation, you're looking for internships, you're looking to bring yourself, you can call these people on the phone, and trust me, they will mess with you too. Just because you were in a particular organization. And I say join the organization as early as your sophomore year because it betters your chances of being on the executive board or becoming an officer like president or something. The earlier you join the organization, the more you get to know the people. So if you join your sophomore year, you still have 2 years left in college, maybe 3. So you're in this organization for a year or 2 years. These people know you pretty well. Okay, you go to these all the events they have. You're doing what you need to do to get the job done for the organization. You show up at everything. They know that you're gonna be the person that gets the job done. So when you go out for executive board or to be an officer, they're gonna pick you. Okay, and I say that because don't join an organization just to be an organization. Try to be on a committee or on the exec board or an officer, because being in college for 4 years now, I've pretty much found out that members don't really do anything. They just do what the higher ups tell them to do. You don't want to be the person doing what they tell you to do. You want to tell people what to do. I know I do. So be on the exec board. It's gonna look really good on your resume, and it's gonna say that that you really stood for something, and that you were really about your business when you came to not only your work, but you were able to juggle that, and then you were the president of an organization. That's gonna look really good on your resume. So my next one is be a part of more than one organization, so your face will be familiar. That way the other organizations you're in will be more willing to place you as an officer. Don't just join one organization. I know so many people on campus, and I'm not in that many organizations. I'm only in like 2, but I plan to join more. And the reason I didn't join more is because I didn't know all these things before I entered college. But now I'm trying to brand myself, and it's really almost a little too late because I'm about to graduate. But I'm trying. But don't join one organization. Join 2 or 3 organizations. Join more than one organization that has to do with your major. Join community service based organizations, which pretty much all organizations do community service. Just join a plethora of organizations. Look them up on your registered students organizations list for your university, and just go through each alphabet and figure out and write down which ones you want to do. Go to their mass meeting or the meeting where they're doing like intake or recruiting people, and sit in those meetings. Go to their community services and see what they're doing for the community. And like I said, for joining an organization in your major, see if they're doing something that matches what you want to do. Join organizations that build you up, that make you a better person. Because you can join 2 or 3 organizations, but what are you really doing in that organization? Like, I joined the organization and I didn't really do anything. I went to all the meetings, all the committee meetings, all the mass meetings, whatever, but the organization didn't help me as a person. So if the organization isn't helping you grow, the organization isn't helping you as a person, the organization isn't teaching you things that are going to help you in the future, then you don't need to be in the organization, because that's what college is about. Building, marketing, and branding yourself. Okay? Along with that is getting to know your professors in your college or your study area, as well as the intern person, so you have first pick when it comes to internships. Get to know your professors. On the first day of class, introduce yourself to your professors. Hi, Professor so-and-so. My name is such and such. I'm in your Tuesday, Thursday, 9:40 class. I look forward to going on this journey with you this semester. Blase, blase. Just introduce yourself. And trust me, your professors will remember that. Sit in the front row of your classes, because your professor's going to see your face when they're teaching. Okay? And usually students who sit in the first 2 rows make A's anyways. A's and B's. So sit in the front row. Talk to your professor. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you are, don't hesitate to email your professor. And also, along with that, because your professor can open many doors for you. Your professor knows people. He's old. He's been to college. He probably has his master's. He's done this. He has this business. He's done that. So trust me, he knows people that can help you get you where you want to go in life. And along with that, get to know your internship person over your college. So I'm an accounting major, and my college is the Fogelman College of Business. And the internship lady there, named is Latoya Chavers. Get to know who that internship person is over your college, because once you get to know that person, when internship opportunities do come around, they're going to call you first. She's going to email you first and let you know that, okay, this is this internship opportunity, and I think that you will fit great for this internship opportunity. You should email them your resume, blase, blase, and she will say good things about you, and guess what? You'll be picked for that internship. So get to know your professor. Get to know your the person over your over internships in your college. Okay. Start working on internships end of your sophomore year. And the reason I say sophomore, not freshman, is because with internships, they want people who are about to get out of school. So they usually want juniors that are in their last semester, juniors that are spring term juniors. Because you have your fall term, you have your spring term. So they want spring term juniors because that means they're going to be a senior in the fall. So they either want spring term juniors or they want seniors, whether you're in your fall or your spring semester. Because they usually, if you're doing a great job, they're probably going to hire you or they're probably going to keep you until you graduate. Okay? So after your sophomore year, at the end of your sophomore year, start looking up internships. By this time, you should be in your major, or you should have what your major is, and it should say it on your transcript, whatever major, and then the college that you're from. And then at that point, the college will start sending you different internship opportunities. So they should send them monthly. Sometimes they send them weekly. Whenever internship opportunity comes around, that college will email you those internship opportunities along with everybody else in that college. So make sure you're on it first. So start looking up internships. Even if you're not getting them in emails, Google them. And I have a Twitter. I have a Twitter especially for business. And it's ShavenJ_CPA. And I'll post it at the bottom. And it's basically to help me with my CPA career. And I tweet things like what my GPA is, what I'm trying to do, what different organizations that I'm in, what offices I've held or are currently holding, that I need internship